guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are jumping back into summer and discussing all things Love Island. Huda has found herself in some hot water and caused herself to lose some major brand partnerships. You guys, this is seriously so messy and I can't believe we're still talking about this Love Island cast, but the drama just continues. So that being said, let's dig up the receipts and get into it. Before I begin, I just wanted to say that I'm trying to grow this channel, so please feel free to subscribe and like this video. I would really appreciate it. But anyway, let's get into what happened. Huda and her boyfriend and fellow reality star Louis Russell were on TikTok/Instagram Live when a caller dialed in. During the stream, the caller used a racial slur and it was directed at their fellow islander, Olandria. In this clip, the person on the other line appears to have a younger sounding voice and it was a bit hard to hear what they're saying at first. And when this happened, it appears Huda and Louis laugh and then immediately end the call.
Wait, we gotta do it together. Wait.
Don't put it on loudspeaker, they might say something crazy.
Okay.
Hello?
Wait, you might want to turn the light. Hello?
Whoa, hey.
Yo, I turned that shit off.
Hey.
Yo, what the fuck? What did they say? They said a bad word.
Yeah, they said a terrible word.
Once this post started surfacing all over social media, Olandria came to her Instagram and said, "I do not condone racism of any kind, nor do I entertain it. That kind of language is never acceptable. Not in anger, not as a joke, not ever. Words like that carry generations of pain, and pretending otherwise only keeps the cycle going. Defending it, laughing about it, or making excuses is even worse. I will not let this moment derail my purpose of uplifting my community. I'm standing firm in who I am, and I'm using this as an opportunity to call for real accountability and awareness. We all have a role in building culture where speaking to one another with respect is the standard, and where speaking against the hate speech is the bare minimum. While I anticipate this will result in surface-level apologies that fade in a few days, I'd like to transform this moment into something actionable. I encourage those who have participated in the stream and their followers to demonstrate a genuine commitment to anti-racism by donating to the organizations and foundations dedicated to educating and uplifting this community, such as UNCF, NAACP, and/or the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. I will be making a personal donation as well. In the next slide, I will be sharing donation links to contribute in support of HBCUs and underfunded educational resources for Black students." Huda eventually came to her Instagram story and said, "Y'all, first of all, clickbait using a sensitive topic is actually insane. Me and Louis did not hear what was said in the no caller ID call on live, only the racial slur, which we hung up immediately. I don't condone anything of the sort. Whoever called purposely continuously called while we were live. I really don't condone racism, which is why it was immediately hung up. Once again, we did not hear it very well considering it sounded like a child. Only the last slur. I just wanted to address this before it blows out of proportion. Also, laughter was because it was awkward. Who the heck says something offensive like that on a call, on his live, and you can hear me say, 'What did they say?' And they said a bad word. Because all I heard was the bad word. Whoever said it is in the wrong." Eventually, Louis came to his Instagram story and said, "I'd like to extend my sincerest apology to all those affected by the caller who used language that completely goes against everything we stand for. Huda and I were extremely caught off guard. As a Black man, I have greater empathy through my own lived experiences battling racism. And the idea that a flustered response to a very unnerving situation could be misinterpreted for me not taking the matter seriously is incredibly disheartening. I was extremely shocked that someone would so casually use harmful and dangerous language, and Huda and I both recognized the immediate need to end the call so we could process what had just happened. We were shocked that what sounded like a young caller could thoughtlessly speak that way. This was extremely unfortunate situation, one that was in no way reflects my values, nor Huda's. We are both very proud of the way we use our platforms to be a voice for those who are often underrepresented. Especially on TV, we are even more motivated now to approach every audience interaction with respect, inclusivity, and care." Oh my gosh, you guys, it was so much back and forth on Instagram. Eventually, Huda posted again to her Instagram story saying, "I've taken the majority of the day to reflect and collect my thoughts to make sure this didn't come off as disingenuous. Last night, I quickly posted a statement acknowledging my reaction to the racial slur that was said on Louie's livestream. I want to take this moment to more fully take accountability for my actions. I want to begin by saying I completely respect Olandria, and it's extremely disheartening that anyone, especially a presumed child, would find it excusable to use this type of language, and doing so only underlines the ignorance of the gravity that such a word carries. Olandria, it is now clear that this comment was targeted at you, and I apologize for my immediate reaction. My reaction in that moment came from being caught off guard, not from finding the word or situation funny. It was a nervous, uncomfortable reaction that I recognize was inappropriate. I want to be clear that I do not condone or tolerate anyone who uses such language, and I strongly encourage the individual responsible to reflect deeply on their words and the harm that they've caused. I'm making a personal donation to the NAACP and encourage anyone who feels moved to do the same. I will share a list of additional organizations that support racial equity, education, and mental health support so that anyone who wants to contribute can do so meaningfully. With love, Huda. But even after all these apologies and back and forth, it was announced that Huda Beauty was dropping Huda from their recent campaign that they had done together. If you guys don't remember, Huda was a part of the campaign for the powder duos, and I'm pretty sure that was announced only a couple months ago. People in the comments have had mixed opinions for sure. Huda Beauty wrote on Instagram, "At Huda Beauty, kindness and humanity are at the heart of everything we do. Unfortunately, one of our recent collaborators had displayed behavior that does not align with our values. We are truly disappointed by Huda's recent live, and we take all forms of racism very seriously. While we do not believe her actions reflect her character, we found them deeply upsetting. We know that many members of our community and team were hurt and offended by these actions. While we valued the partnership we had with Huda, her recent behavior and the way the situation has been handled does not reflect our brand's principles. As a result, we have decided to end our partnership and remove any related content from our social platforms and in-store displays. Accountability is incredibly important in moments like this, and we hope that meaningful change can come from it." And then things escalated a bit further when Leah Kateb got involved, and she's been receiving very disturbing messages online.
Leah from Love Island Season 6 is issuing a statement in regards to Love Island bullying she has received and bullying others are receiving. As most of you know, Leah started following Olandria amidst the Huda and Louie live video drama. And since then, it seems like she has been receiving several threats and messages. She made this post to her story. Obviously, as you can see, this shows someone with no face messaging Leah, telling her to unalive herself, calling her disgusting words. And Leah wrote, I had to put it in the notes app so I could read it. "No one is perfect, we all make mistakes, we all grow, and we all try our best, but the way people have been treating the Islanders, past and present, is flat out heartbreaking. I have not said a word yet. I've received death threats telling me to unalive myself, calls to my home, and messages about harming my animals, all because I followed someone I was introduced to because I were stylists or close friends. Racism is not okay, bullying is not okay, threatening people is not okay. Having this much hatred towards people you genuinely do not know is not okay. I don't think anyone ever expected things to reach such a cruel and toxic level. Accountability is one thing, but what's happening now has gone far beyond that. No one deserves this level of harassment. It may be entertaining to you, but this is real life to all of us. We are all human beings with feelings, families, and lives much beyond what people see online. We're daughters, sons, friends, mothers, brothers, sisters, and more. Kindness costs nothing, but it can mean everything. Let's all remember that behind every screen is a real person just trying to get through life like everyone else. Please give everyone grace. Everyone is growing, learning, changing, evolving. This bullying of everyone needs to stop before someone hurts themselves. Mental health is real."
It's been almost a week since Huda has posted on TikTok, and we haven't heard anything else from Olandria. At this point, people are really split. Some say this has been taken out of context and blown out of proportion, and others say this is exactly the right actions Huda Beauty needs to take, and that Huda herself needs to do some reflecting. On Huda Beauty's post, people are very split in the comments. Some people say they love to see it. Others say, never using Huda Beauty ever again. This is too childish. Oh my god, you guys are doing too much. Please, she never said it. Others say, if your first reaction to a slur is to laugh, then you're a part of the problem. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Please let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!